guys, so today I have swatches of the OPI Washington D.C. collection for fall 2016. There are 15 polishes here, 12 permanent shades, and 3 limited editions. You can find these on polishpick.com, which is formerly BTY Sales, but is now PolishPick. I will link that website down below. 15 polishes in this collection, so I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Pale to the Chief, and this is a light nude with a pearl shimmer. So here is one coat. This one is a bit sheer and just a tiny bit uneven on the first coat. Great formula though, really easy to apply. So here is 2 coats. And this one covers completely in 2. I do think if you're a little bit more heavy-handed though, you might end up needing 3 for this one. And you really don't get many brush strokes through that pearl finish either, which is nice. So there is 2 coats of Pale to the Chief. The next polish is called Never a Dullest Moment, and this is a kind of mustard yellow cream. It does show up on camera like a little bit more sunshine yellow than it actually appears in person. So here is one coat. This one is a little bit streaky on the first coat, but it's not really sheer at all. Great formula on this one as well. So here's 2 coats. I do still have quite a few streaks with this one on 2 coats. I think you might be able to get away with 2. Some people might. I'm just not one of those people. So I'm going to do a 3rd coat just to have this one cover completely, which is, I mean, it's a little annoying, but this is a lighter color and it's a yellow. So that's not like completely out of the ordinary. So here's 3 coats. And this one does cover completely in 3, though after that second coat dried completely, it didn't look nearly as streaky as it did when it was wet. I still think I like it better with 3, but it didn't need the 3rd coat as badly after it dried all the way. So there is 3 coats of Never a Dullest Moment. The next polish is called Freedom of Peach, and this is a kind of dustier, like almost terracotta color. There's 2 that I feel like are right bordering on a terracotta color, but not quite there, and this is one of them. This is the lighter of the 2. So here's one coat. This one is just a little bit streaky on that first coat. Not bad, but definitely needs 2. Formula is fantastic. The cream formula in this entire collection reminds me a lot of the creams from the New Orleans collection, which were just absolutely perfect. So here's 2 coats, and this one does cover completely in 2. And like I said, the fantastic, like buttery, smooth, wonderful formulas that I saw in the New Orleans collection are pretty prevalent throughout this collection as well. So there is 2 coats of Freedom of Peach. The next polish is called Yank My Doodle, and this is the darker side of that almost terracotta color. It's a little bit too red for that, but I feel like if you took Freedom of Peach and Yank My Doodle together, the shade in between them would be like the perfect terracotta color. I spent all last year looking for a terracotta cream, so that's what comes to mind every time I see a color that's even a little bit close. So here is one coat. This one is a little bit sheer and a little bit streaky still on the first coat. It has that same fantastic formula. So here is 2 coats. And 2 coats covers this one completely. I know a lot of people might be like really bored at the fact that these are all creams except for that first polish, just because of some of the other fall collections that have come out. I actually really like that this is all creams. I like that they did creams instead of more of those like weird shimmery metallic things that they've done in the past last year that I hated so much. So they can stick with creams. I'm good with that. So there is 2 coats of Yank My Doodle. So the next polish is called Squeaker of the House, and this is kind of a milk chocolate brown cream. So here is one coat. A little bit sheer on that first coat. Fantastic formula though. So here's 2 coats. And this one is completely opaque in 2. And I know I keep saying this, but such good formulas on these creams. So there is 2 coats of Squeaker of the House. The next polish is called Madam President, and this is a medium pinky red. So here is one coat. This one covers almost completely in one coat. It is super even, it's super opaque. I can just see my nail line a tiny bit if I look closely. Since it's only one coat, I think it's worth the second coat to cover it completely. But if you're not picky, you could probably easily get away with this one in one coat. And again, amazing, amazing formula. The formulas on these, they level out really well. They're really easy to control. The wide brush, I think, definitely helps on that. But they're just like effortless to apply. So here is 2 coats. So 2 coats does cover completely on this one, though it was nearly opaque in one. And like I said, I think you could get away with one if you're not super picky, because the second coat really doesn't change the color that much. So there is 2 coats of Madam President. And the next polish is called OPI by Popular Vote, and this is a kind of medium, slightly dusty raspberry color. So here is 1 coat. And this one is another one that covers almost completely in one, just a little bit too sheer. And the formula on this one also is fantastic. So here is 2 coats. And this one covers completely in 2. These all dry pretty shiny, and they seem to dry fairly fast. Not too fast that you can't work with them, but a little bit faster than average, I think. So there is 2 coats of OPI by Popular Vote. The next polish is called We the Female, and this is a darker kind of burgundy red color. So here's 1 coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It's a little bit sheer and just a tiny bit uneven. Same great, fantastic formula though. So here is 2 coats. And this one covers completely in 2, and it does get quite a bit darker. I'm really, because the formulas are pretty much identical for all of these, I'm kind of running out of things to say, which is bad because this is such a long video with such a large collection. So there is 2 coats of We the Female. The next polish is called It's Top Secret, and this is a dark, dark purpley brown, almost black color. It's one of those colors that's going to look black on your nails in most lighting, and occasionally you might be able to pick up that it's actually a dark purpley brown. So here is 1 coat. So definitely a bit sheer and uneven on the first coat. Fantastic formula though, just like all the other ones. So here is 2 coats. So you can see this deepens up quite a bit on 2 coats and turns into a nearly black color. It might even look completely black on camera. I have a little bit of a glare on my viewfinder, so I won't know till I get it on the computer. So there is 2 coats of It's Top Secret. So the next polish is called Suzi, the First Lady of Nails, and this is kind of a slightly swampy, almost like camouflage green color. So here's 1 coat. And this one is a bit sheer on the first coat. Great formula though, just like all the other ones in the collection. So here's 2 coats. And this one is completely opaque in 2, but I'm doing a little bit thicker of a second coat just to make sure that it does cover some of those lighter spots. You can see the color gets a little bit more, I don't know how to say this, green instead of yellowy green once you put that second coat on. So there is 2 coats of Suzi, the First Lady of Nails. So the next polish is called Stay Off the Lawn, and this is a green, but I feel like it's not like a full-on teal, but it does have a little like drop of blue in there. It's like a slightly blue-green. So here's 1 coat. So this one covers really, really well on the first coat. I want to say it's a 1-coater, but I also feel like I just have a couple light spots that I want to cover up, so I'm going to do 2 for this one. But I do think you could easily get this opaque in 1. So here's 2 coats. So 2 coats covers completely. Like I said, it was nearly opaque in 1. I just had issues with like these 2 nails being lighter than these 2 nails because the coat wasn't the same thickness all the way through. So I think in that situation it's just better to do a second coat to even everything out. But I'm also like really, really picky, so that probably doesn't work the same way for everybody. So there is 2 coats of Stay Off the Lawn. So the next polish is called CIA, or Color is Awesome, and this is a slightly greenish dark blue. So here is 1 coat. This one also covers really well on the first coat. It's another one that I think you probably could get completely opaque on its own in 1, but I'm going to do 2 just so that everything is as even as possible. So here is 2 coats. And this one does cover completely in 2. And again, I know I'm a broken record here, but I really, really like the formulas on these creams. So there is 2 coats of CIA Color is Awesome. So now I am starting with the special edition shades. The 12 that you just saw were the permanent actual OPI Washington D.C. collection. These next 3 are the special edition, limited edition shades. I have heard that there are also 3 Ulta exclusive shades for a total of 18. I did go on the Ulta website this morning and I only saw 2 shades that I don't have here. So I did order those 2. I'll probably swatch those on Instagram. But as far as the 3rd or 18th mystery Ulta exclusive shade, I have no idea. I haven't seen it anywhere. I haven't seen anything about it online. If you know about it, please let me know. If not, I'll just hope that it pops up sometime and I can grab it. So the first polish is called Inside the ISABELLEtway, and this is a warmer, medium tan color. So here is 1 coat. This one is also really close to being completely opaque in 1 coat. I just have a couple light spots that I'm going to cover with the second. Again, fantastic, perfect formula. So here's 2 coats. And this one does cover completely in 2. Nearly opaque in 1 though. I think if you do a little bit thicker of a first coat than I did, you can probably get this opaque in 1 coat. So there is 2 coats of Inside the ISABELLEtway. The next of these special edition shades is called Kerry Blossom, and this is a dark plum color. So here is 1 coat. You can see this one is a bit sheer on the first coat. I guess not sheer because it's kind of hard to make out the nail line, just lighter than it should be. Again, fantastic formula. So here is 2 coats. So this one does cover completely in 2. And 2 coats deepens the color quite a bit. I didn't have any staining with any of these polishes, not my nails anyway. I got some mess on my skin when I was removing the swatches, and that stained my skin a little bit, but as far as my nails go, I didn't have any staining, but I also didn't wear them for a super long time. So it's always best to wear a base coat just in case, especially with darker colors. So there is 2 coats of Kerry Blossom. And the last of the special edition polishes, and the last of the 15 that I have on hand, is Live in the Gray, and this is a dark gray cream. So here is 1 coat. So this is another one that I think could be completely opaque in 1 coat if you did a little bit thicker of a coat. I'm going to do 2. Great formula on this one as well. So here is 2 coats. And this one does cover completely in 2, and it darkens quite a bit. Looking at this on the nail, instead of just in the bottle, I feel like it has a just barely green tone to it. So there is 2 coats of Live in the Gray. So I have 3 favorites from this collection. The first one is Yank My Doodle, because I thought it was just going to be like a terracotta orange color, and I do really, really like those in the fall, but this one comes off a little bit darker, maybe a little bit more red than what I would consider terracotta orange. Never a Dullest Moment is a fantastic one as well. It is a mustard yellow. I feel like it's almost like a pastel mustard yellow, but not a color that I have in my collection at all, I don't think, and I really, really like this one as well. And Suzi, the First Lady of Nails, is my other favorite. It reminds me a lot of Uh-Oh, Roll Down the Window, but I've never been able to bring myself to purchase that one because I hate the name of it so much. And so this is my alternative now, and I really, really like this color as well. So that is the OPI Washington D.C. collection for 2016, for fall 2016. Again, I will link a polish pick down below where you guys can check those out. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.